Good evening and welcome to TeeBee's Sunday Soul Show. Every Sunday night from 7 till 10. Right guys, I just got to do a few things, as you know. I'll be with you in a second. Let me get my live stream put up onto my Facebook page. And then we will be ready to go with 3 hours of soul music. Right. See, Facebook's changed all the menus again. Created that, hadn't they? Hi Philip Kerr, how you doing, pal? Just get this up. Well, as you know, I'm banned from posting to groups until Wednesday for over-posting was what they come back with. So if someone can just post this to TeeBee's Sunday Soul Show or something like that, that's all I need to do. Tonight's live stream. Once I get it up, post. What do you mean? I'm putting it on my page. What are you talking about? Put it on my page. Post. Not even let me put it on my page. So if you're not in tonight, you're not in, I'm afraid. Due to Facebook saying that I was over posting. I don't know why I was doing that. I have been doing a few mixes lately. But that's what they say, so we've just got to go along with them. And just go back to that. And let's see who's on now. Scott Dara's here. How you doing, Scott? Keith Ryder, Fluff Johnson, Karen Jupp, Kim Tompkinson, Susie Condi Key, Maisie Moo and Keith, Dave Rimmer, Fluff Johnson, Robert Furness, Anne Marie Gallia, and Mark the Scarman Peachery. Melanie Cooper's there as well. So without further ado, 7 o'clock on the button. Here we go with 3 hours of soul music. And I'm going to start you off with one sent in by Karen Duke. And Karen has sent in The Legends and Gotta Let Her Go. Gotta let you go. Sit back, pour yourselves a drink. We got 3 hours of fantastic soul music coming your way. Hi Phil Story. Janitor here. Jethro, how you doing? Nick Bowman. Hi Neville. Sean Neville.
In the whole wide world, but as we grew older, everything changed. I live in misery at home. So
hi Jeff McNabb, how you doing?
Gotta let you go,
hi Ropa.
let you go,
Hi George, how you doing? Hope you enjoy the show. Evening Soldier Man. Scott Dara and Little George, how you doing? JBT will be here at 9 o'clock. You're welcome, Cam. Good evening, Mrs. O and Mr. O. Johnson Mills.
Sitting by the window, watching people go by, thinking about the things we
Good evening, Marvin Hughes.
My happiness cries, now I'm gone older. Everything changed. I live in misery at home. So much pain. Gotta let you go. Again. Yeah, so I can live again.
Kissy from Banbury. Johnny Wood and Jilly. Kissy Kissy from Banbury. Evening, Ronald Donaldson. Yeah, the legends and Gotta Let You Go, sent in by Karen Duke. Next up, one from David Bibby. This is Dion Jackson and The Reason Why. Come on. It's soul, baby. Evening, Janice and Robbie Robinson, how you doing?
Why do I have to live the same? How many times you told me
Evening, Alan McBride.
will never die. So I'm asking you to tell me, girl, 'cause I know that's the reason why. Why is all your time spent with someone else? Well, I guess that must be the clue. All the things we want to buy to each other have no more meaning to you. So I wanna wish you happiness,
Evening, Pierre
'cause
Hallett.
I can't stand to say goodbye. I feel no more my love, and I guess that's the reason why.
Evening, Terry Downey.
Well, they say I still tongue can carry a white head, but I think I've been quiet real long. 'Cause somewhere along that line, I've lost your love. I just don't know what's going wrong. Don't you know I tried to keep you happy, girl, but you ran around with other guys. I
Evening,
don't
Linda Neville.
know what it is, but I guess
That's the trouble in the house.
why.
And Russ. How you doing, Russ?
I tried to keep you happy, girl, but you ran around with other
Evening,
guys.
Danny Jones.
I don't know what it is, but I guess that's the reason why. Oh yeah.
Evening, Colin Rignall. How you doing, mate?
Why did you leave me, girl?
Yeah, that's The Reason Why. Sound of Dion Jackson, and it was sent in by Dave Bibby. Right, guys, first feature of the show tonight. TB has selected 3 modern soul tunes, and they're down-tempo modern soul tunes. And so if you're in early, you'll get the 3 for TB. If you come in late, you'll have missed it. So first up, the great sound of Solutions, and I've got some news about Solutions later. This was a number that they done a live video of, so I copied the live video. It's called Wake Up Every Morning, Glass is Half Full. This is the kind of stuff you'll hear at the Hoochie Coochie on the 28th of August. This is just the 3 girls singing. Carly McKee, Jane Stephanie Walker, and Louise Meehan. And you're in the 3 for TV. It's Modern Soul, guys. Best modern soul band in the UK, Solutions.
Wake up every morning, wonder what the day will bring.
Probably seen the video
Look at
today.
your picture, blow you a kiss and smile to myself. I wonder if everyone in love feels this way.
Thank you, Peter.
Open the
Evening,
post
Lorraine,
and
oh,
read
Mark,
the
thank you.
pills won't change my day, but my heart goes.
The Hoochie over there,
Ooh, you think it. You see,
Evening,
going
Rocky.
to work,
Hi, Chaz,
people, they
over
just
there.
don't smile no more. I guess it's always been how cool, but now it's taking its toll. I look forward to my break when I can go and breathe some
Love it, let's go.
Come on, girls, come on, hot love.
Party. The fantastic Louise Meehan from Solutions with Carly McKee and Jane Stephanie Walker. That was number 1 from 3 for TeeBee's. And we're doing modern soul. This is Jonathan Butler and So Strong.
Excuse me, miss, can I have just one dance with you? Must admit, I was hooked the moment I saw you. Candlelight, atmosphere, music in the air.
Evening, Dexter, and the McDowell family over in Spain. Hope you're having a good holiday. And Emma,
take a chance tonight.
over in Malaga.
Don't resist, I can feel
Don't get too drunk.
that the time is right.
Woo!
So strong, so strong, so strong.
Evening, and night, Sherlock.
Your love, your love is so strong, so strong, so strong. So strong. Tell me this, like to know, is there someone else? Did you come with your girls, or are you by yourself? If you'd like to be friends,
Evening, Martin
I'd
Barlow, how you
take
doing, mate?
out. Maybe then we can see what this is all about. So strong, so strong, so strong, so strong, so strong.
Evening, Elwin, how you doing?
Your goodness is so strong, so strong. I would like to know, so strong, I can feel it so strong, so strong, so strong.
there from Alex Jenkins. Yeah, great sound there from Jonathan Butler. A little number called So Strong. That was number 2 from 3 from TV. Here's number 3. This is Goldie Alexander. A little number called Go Back. We're in with 3 for TV. It's early tonight.
I heard that you were leaving him. Well, it came as a surprise to me, girl.
Is it Irina or Irene?
You all the man was living for.
Good folk with you.
He don't deserve such misery. Go back and give him all your love.
Thank you, Rob.
Go back and give him all your love. Go back and give him all your love. Go back and give him all your love. Woo! You thought that he was cheating on you, girl. You came to me looking.
Good evening, Soul Girl 777.
You know I'd like to hold you in my arms.
Okay.
But I know we'd both be sorry and go back and give him all your love.
Shannon Louise.
Go back and give him all your love. Go back and give him all your love.
Ricky,
Go
Irina.
back and give him all your love.
Evening, Ray Woodman.
Don't believe in what everybody tells you.
Thank you, Johnny Woody.
Stop for a moment and let your heart decide you. Don't waste
Hi,
your
Teddy
time
Stephen. How you doing?
looking for love. You know he loves you and nothing else. Go back and give him all your loving. 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 I saw him just the other day. He tried to smile but couldn't hide the pain, girl. It hurts to see a grown man cry. You leaving him is driving him insane. Go back and give
Yes, I am,
him
Rob.
all your loving.
On the fitness game.
Go back and give him all your loving.
Sales and accused about
Give
this.
him all your loving.
Evening, Pete Thomas.
Don't go believing what everybody tells you. Stop for a moment and let your heart decide you. Don't waste your time, girl, looking for love. You know
Hey, boys,
he
behave.
loves you and nothing else. Go back and give love.
Hi, Mark Grahamson. How you doing? Oh, it's busy. Evening, Julie Gillian. How you doing? Goldie Alexander and Go Back. That was your number 3 from TV. Hope you enjoyed them. Modern Soul, guys. Next up, this was sent in after I'd picked, before I'd picked my 3 before 8, but I still chose what I wanted to pick. But this is another great Solutions track sent in by Kerry Downing. A little number called Who's Been Kissing Who? Or Who's Been Kissing You? Kerry Downing. TeeBee's playing at the Hoochie Coochie on the warm-up for Solutions on the 28th of August. Save the date, guys. Get your tickets. This will sell out.
You've been high stepping.
Hi Isabel, how you doing?
I've been out checking.
No, it was last week, Mel. Oh, it's Thursday.
Back to me. Words like infidelity.
No, Kate. Georgie's on night shift. How you doing?
What am I gonna do?
Evening, Roberta Shaw.
Keep you by my side. Do I have to get a private eye? Tell me who's been kissing you? Say who? While I've been missing you. Say who's been kissing you? Say who?
Welcome, Kerry.
Well, I've been missing you.
Hi, Sean
Who's
Gillis.
been kissing you, baby? Well, I've been
Hi, Isabel.
missing you.
No, Kate. Sorry.
You've been night walking.
I'll give Georgie a round.
Neighbors been talking.
The chords are at the Hoochie Coochie.
You've been seeing
Fluff and batter at the Hoochie Coochie.
giving me the
Karen Miller Corners at the Hoochie.
love figure.
Who else? Pete Penman's coming.
You're a heartbreaker.
Who else?
Do I have to track you down? The shotgun in my hand, just to keep you as my man. Tell me who's been kissing you? Say who? Well, I've been missing you. Say who's
That's
been
true, Paul.
kissing you? Say who? Well, I've been missing you. Who's been kissing you, baby? Who's been kissing you? Tell me what am I gonna do to keep you
Yeah,
by my
yeah.
side? Do I have to get a private
She did, Mel. And that was lovely. Thank you, Isabel.
It's
My happy birthday song. I've saved it. I'll play it every year.
Well, I've been missing you. Who's been kissing you? Say
Okay, Pierre.
well, I've been missing you.
The Roses
I've been kissing
are a skill run.
been kissing
They won't be here for night.
Who's been missing you? Who's been holding you? Say well, I've been missing you. Been still running on that. Missing you. Missing you. Wanna know what I'm missing you. Tell me who's been kissing you. Well, I've been missing
Yeah, fantastic Solutions and Who's Been Kissing You, sent in by Kerry Downing. As I say, guys, it was confirmed the other day by Louise and Steve that they asked me last year to do the warm-up session. I don't know if I'm doing the late session as well at the Hoochie Coochie on the 28th. There is quite a number of us going. It's on the 28th of August. It's a Friday night, and we've all booked into the premiere in the Gate in Newcastle City Centre. So we're all in the same hotel. So if he's free that day, or he can save the date and he's wanting to come, because the Hoochie Coochie is the place to listen to that full band. It's absolutely fantastic. I know Alec McBride and Ian Jenkins have booked tickets for Harrogate. I know they're also playing down in Peterborough, down for where Trudy Lipinski stays, and also they're playing down in Norwich where Lars Palmer's playing. They're also doing London, and they're on an anthology tour, and they've got a lot of dates. You can go to their website, which is www.solutionsofficial.co.uk, and it will tell you all the dates there. But if you can get to the Hoochie, it's going to be a fantastic night, and all, the more of TeeBee's Sunday Soul Show family that's here, the better. Next up, they're going Flat and Muff. Matt and Fluff. They get some names on this show. Lovely Fluff has sent in Margie Joseph, and I Can't Move No Mountains. Dick Penman's got
Just don't hear you when you're calling. I'm not a one-man band. Came right from
6 hours to the train. Get the
tell you I can
Take the canvas.
without you. But I can do things that will keep you smiling, keep your face warm, baby, make you feel you're flying without them trying. I can't move no mountain. I've never said
I don't know if the boots are away yet, Kate. You have your phone and ask. Evening, Mark Tiger. Seems a long time, Mark. Margie Joseph and I Can't Move No Mountains, sent in by Matt and Fluff Johnson, who are going to the Hoochie, all booked up, tickets and hotel. So the more the merrier, guys. 28th August, if you've got the Friday off, get to the Hoochie. I'd love to see a lot of you there. Next up, Mr. Gus Martin from up there in Dundee has selected Jimmy Jones. It's called Walking from 1965.
When you go walking down the avenue and the fellows try to get fresh with you,
I think it's Corky's birthday, or round about there anyway.
when they hang around and start to linger, there might rain on your finger and keep on walking. Walk right past. Keep on walking. Too much class. Keep on walking, girl. Keep on walking. Oh, whatever you do, please don't stop. Oh, they will be walking down the aisle, just like their body was there. Hurry on
Evening,
to
John
me,
Kent. How do you
I'll
do?
be waiting here and keep on walking. Walk right past.
Cheers, Susan.
Keep on walking.
You're on your back, Joe.
Keep on walking, girl. Keep on walking. Everybody now.
to Manchester Airport.
Because if you listen to
We'll be back at
them,
9.
you pay the price. So
Either that or the waiting big time, you know. With the big band.
those funny clowns and keep on walking.
Expecting that one, though. Yeah, out of the box. Sent in by Gus Martin up there in Dundee. Great sound of Jimmy Jones from 1965, and it's called Walking. Next up, Suzanne Kay. Sent in Rudy Lamont.
Line up, everybody. Men on one side, the women on the other. It's jamboree time. You
Jamboree time.
What did I say now? Oh yeah.
Out of the box with Susie Kay. Evening, Marco, Españaco.
Boy, you sure look good. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Evening, Neil Tweets. Evening, Kishy.
Step up, baby.
You're welcome, Susie. Cheers, Janet. Cheers, Joe. Yeah, Rudy Lambert and Jamboree, sent in by Susie Kay. Next one up, Miss Kim Angela Tompkinson from down there in Birmingham has selected Sandy Golden is the name of the artist. Kim, you got it wrong, but I found it. And it's called Your Love Is Everything. I hope this is the right one. It's the closest thing I could find to what you put in. Right, go smart. Evening, Chicago. That's the one. Tommy found it. You're welcome, Kim.
Your love is
Your Love Is Everything by Sandy Golden, and it was sent in by Kim Angela Tonkinson. Next up, we have one from Miss Janice Oates. She has sent in Jeannie Reynolds and Lay Some Lovin' On Me. Selected The Nights, When You Dropped Your Guard. Wrong one. That was great. Panic bag. Not yet, listen to it. Look at his mental as a ball grows. You're welcome, Linda.
So when you drop your guard, love knocks you down. You're gonna TKO from fooling around.
Every James will be a different. How you doing?
Love knocks you down. Girl, when I told you I was the best,
Damn hot virus.
girl, you would not accept.
Good stuff, bro.
But now the hurt's even more. No more pain.
when you dropped your guard, sent in by London Evil. And TKO means technical knockout for Mrs. O's purpose, shall we say. Yes, keep the hats coming, guys. Don't keep promising me hats and saying, I'm going to send them, I'm going to send them. Just get out there, get them, or get them made or whatever, and get them into me. I've got 2 hats for 9 o'clock. 2 really good hats. So there'll be some light entertainment at 9 o'clock. Sorry there's no Our Story this week, but I'm waiting on some people sending in. I've actually got an Our Story here, but the lady in question is at the Tyne Weekender, Tynemouth Weekender, or whatever it's called, Tyneside Weekender. I've heard it's pretty crap anyway. And so I didn't want to do it tonight when she was away, so I'm saving that for next week. But I still need our tunes, our stories. There's plenty out there that can do it. Just write a wee ditty, send me in a memory tune, and I will send you a plaque and a hat. If you send me a hat, I will send you out a very exclusive CD that I made last week. So you get something in return. It's not all take from TB. I like to give as well. Next up is one from Philip Kerr. I like this tune by the Pace Setters. It's called Victim of Loneliness. 5 minutes. Soldiers due to Mars. Threesome before it
comes but once in a lifetime. Once you
Good evening, Ruth and Chris. Hope you had a great birthday.
Well, you'll never find another. For you see, yeah, I'm a victim, people. Of loneliness because I said
Who's Slugger?
away from me.
The new one you mean?
Time as it now
I am, Matt.
goes by so slowly, and my heart, yeah, feel like it's in misery. Oh, you see, I said you see, I'm a victim, people, alone because she got away from me. Yeah, 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 yeah. When I'm lonely, I sit right down and the tears keep falling, baby, from my eyes. I never knew her lips to feel, or what her lips conceal, and I'm a victim of loneliness. Hey, baby, time, oh time, Lord, time. I said time goes by so slowly.
The family's good, Johnny. Remember, Macy's watching. I did the bell. I've sworn a few times. Yeah, the Pace Setters and Victim of Loneliness, sent in by Mr. Philip Kerr. One more, and then we have the threesome before 8 from our good friend from Harthill, Mr. Soldier Stuart Emma. And this comes from Eileen Beckham from the Music Nostalgia page, better known as Hilda. This is Oliver Norman, drowning in my own despair. I get it.
I live my life for you alone. Now times you seem made of stone. Just can't seem to get through to you. There's nothing left here for me to do. I tried so hard to make you content. When you came along, you seemed heaven sent. Now all the hurt you've left deep in me. I love you still.
dormant and drowning in my own despair. Sent in by lovely Eileen Beckham. And as I always say, she runs a great page, the Music Nostalgia page, with her and Mark Peachenbury and a few others. And if you want a good page on Facebook to listen to some great music, then join Music Nostalgia page. Fantastic. Right guys, we're just a little bit early, but we come to this part of the show where we have our threesome before 8. And this week has been picked by my good friend up there in Hart Hill, Soldier Stuart Mark, who I met at Soulton a few years back. And he's picked his favourite singer, and it is Mr. David Ruffin. Sit back and enjoy 3 from David Ruffin. Don't thank me, thank the soldier. I think Janice and Robbie are away on holiday. Johnny Wood. I think they're going to Prague.
It's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do.
You're welcome, soldier.
And it's not that I found someone.
He's also got a great wee brother called Jim.
Take the place of
He's a good DJ as well.
It's just a feeling that feels within me. Every time you touch my hand, and a dread that shakes my body.
Switch it off, come back
And
in,
even
man.
I don't understand. So I'm leaving.
Yes, I am.
It's time to win it smart. I'm gonna walk away from the
I love you, brother.
before love breaks my heart. Ooh, you're clinging to me tighter than you ever have before. I don't understand it, but I know it's gonna take everything I've got to keep walking out the door. But those arms you got around me will let me go someday. And I'd rather leave you holding on than pushing me away.
Oh no.
So leave it. Yes, I am. It's time to break it off. I'm gonna walk away from love.
I wish I could have.
Before love breaks my heart.
I wanna walk away from love.
Oh, baby, it's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. Oh, baby, I'm leaving, baby. It's time to play the song.
Yeah, Soldier Man's #1, Mr. David Ruffin. Here's his #2. And he rode by the place.
The past is never forgotten. It merely takes its place in empty space. I'll get you yesterday. I was out riding, so I rode down the place where we used to stay. I was out riding, so I rode down where we used to stay. The flowers that we planted are still growing in the yard.
Number 2, Stuart Ma, number 2 in his threesome before 8. And as I always say, guys, thanks for sending your threesomes. Some of these CDs that I've been making for these guys, and the funny thing is, a lot of them have been Motown stars, and like Edwin Starr and the Isley Brothers and what did Deacov and Fluff had the Supremes. A lot has been Motown, so if you want to go along with the Motown team, that's fine by me. But as I say, I've been making up these exclusive CDs for guys that send me in their threesome before 8, and I'll do the same for Stuart Ma. I'll get it done this week, Stuart, and get it to you. And if I've got any, I've still got some stickers and stuff left, so if I've got any stickers, I just send them out to you as well, all free of charge. That's how good I am. So I'll get them out to you this week, Stuart. It's fantastic 3, and here is number 3. Mr. David Ruffin, and I Can't Stand the Rain. Don't thank me, thank Stuarty, Soldier Man, up there in Harthill. Nice one, mate.
If I could move a mountain, I'd push one in your way and keep you from walking out the door. Oh, but I know I can't move mountains, but I can't make you stay. And we'll never have the love we had before. I'm happy for the laughter, and I'm sorry for the pain. I can't hold the sunshine, and I can't stop, no I can't stop the rain. Oh, baby, I can't stop the rain. I brace myself against the cloud with one hand on the sun. Oh, tell me what good would it do? I'd give the wings up.
No problem, Rob, pal. Take your own time, pal.
The heart was singing on the ground, waiting on you. You know what I do? Talk you to stay in, but my words would be in vain. But I can't hold the sunshine, and I can't stop, no I can't stop the rain. No, baby, I can't stop the rain.
Brilliant dancer. Great tune.
I talk you into staying, but my words would be in vain. 'Cause I can't hold the sunshine, and I can't stop, no I can't stop the rain. Oh, I can't stop the rain.
parties out there. That was a brilliant threesome from our good friend Stuart and Matt up there in Harthill. Absolutely fantastic. And as I said, Stuart, I'll get you that CD done this week and get it out to you, mate. Right, we now have all the ladies' names in the hat for next week. As you can see, they're all there. Give them a wee swish round and I will pick one out. So you know it's what it's all about now, the threesome before 8. You've got to pick either an artist or a band, and they've got to be all from the same tracks. Oh, one just sneaked away. And once you select the 3, I'll play them on the show as your threesome. And then I will make up a CD of your artist or band with all the tracks I have in my library. And tonight, the name that's been picked out of the hat is Linda Haycock. Now I haven't seen Linda on, but Linda used to be on quite often, so what I'll do is I will contact Linda tomorrow and tell her that she's got a threesome to do. I think it's a better way rather than putting her name back in the hat, because I think it's a bit unfair. So from now on, when you get your name picked out, if you're not on the show, I will contact you. And if you don't want to do your threesome, then I will pick somebody else and inform them. That's just the way I'm going to do it. So next week, it's Linda Haycock's threesome before 8. And a big thanks to Stuart Mar, and thanks for all your comments, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Now, Miss Julie Wright, over there in the Pyrenees, a lovely lady. My grandson actually drew her a picture of the Pyrenees and everything. I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook. But he wanted it to go to Julie because Julie sent him a lovely top for he does bike racing and stuff like that. And Julie went and opened it. She got it eventually because the post over there is a nightmare apparently. But she got it eventually and brought a tear to her eye, seeing what Alfie, they'd done it on canvas, done a drawing of the Pyrenees and Scottish flag and a number 70 of her car that her and her man Ian do the rallying in. And she was quite touched by it, so she's put Alfie's picture and a photograph of him on his bike in the Pyrenees Multisport page of their magazine over there. So wee Alfie's going to be a star in the Pyrenees. Hopefully one day he'll get there on a bike. And Miss Julie Wright has selected the Hesitations. She Won't Come Back. Good luck, Alan.
Life won't be the same until I find out what I love. Before I let her on the track. No, she won't. I walk around in circles when she calls my name. All I'm trying to do is to be loving. Love, she won't come back. She's everything to me. Oh, anything you can imagine. When she's by my side, I feel like I'm in heaven. Somebody please tell me why. They say that I'm a fool for feeling the way that I do. But I know that I must have done something wrong. No, she won't. You see, she's everything to me. Oh, anything you can imagine. When she's by my
You're right
side,
behind Susie.
I feel like I'm in heaven.
Switch it off and come back in.
Please tell me why. So good and when I go home. Oh, my Lord, I sit around and wonder what did I do.
The Hesitations and She Won't Come Back, sent in by the lovely Julie Wright over there in the Pyrenees. And as everybody's saying there, good luck tomorrow, Alec McBride, with your operation, mate. Hope all goes well. Next up, Mr. Martin Durno, another good DJ from up there in Dundee, I believe. And I think this is Martin's first request. I don't think he's on the chat, but he's probably watching the show. And Martin has selected Little Nicky Soul and You Said. We're all out of the box tonight. Fantastic tunes.
You said I was your only one, and no one could ever take my place. You said, oh yes, but you lied to me, and now tearfully from me. I was such a fool, yes. You said I was your guiding star. My love said just where you are. Oh yeah, but you lied to me, and now I can see that I'm such a fool. Oh, yes, you broke the heart of many others. You broke their heart, yes, including my best friend. Oh, yes, I should have judged by reputation and spared my heart to be broken in the end. You said you were in love with me. You said, and I would always be around. You said, oh yes, but you lied to me, and now I can see that I'm such a fool. You know you made a fool out of me, baby, when you ran. And you know you made a fool out of me, honey, 'cause I cried.
Yeah, Little Nicky Soul, sent in by Martin Durno, and You Said. Next up, Miss Penny Steedman has selected Eddie Kirk and Monkey Tonight. Out of the box. Evening, Albert and Wendy. fantastic tune from Penny Steedman, Eddie Kirk and Monkey tonight. And as she said, she likes her R&B. We've got a good wee DJ up in Aberdeen called Aki Buchan, who plays a lot of that stuff. If you ever bang into him, Penny, Aki Buchan from Aberdeen plays a lot of great R&B tunes. Next up, Mr. Glenn Champion has selected the Spinners, and she's going to love me at sundown. Over, Penny.
Oh, she's gonna kiss me, hold me, squeeze me, love, please me, yeah, 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 yeah. She's gonna love me, I know she's gonna love me at sundown.
Aki Buchan. Buchan Aki.
Up at the rooster's crow, I got my lunch and go.
Have a good holiday, friend.
She's gonna love me, I know she's gonna love me at sundown. And I'll be wearing my crown, and I'll look up and frown. I'm gonna see my baby at sundown. I'm gonna love her, hold her, squeeze her and kiss her at sundown.
Yeah, the great Spinners and She's Gonna Love Me at Sundown, sent in by Glenn Champion. Next one up is my good pal Darren Carroll, who was working over in the Caribbean, but I think he's back home now. And he's been visiting a few of the venues round about. Can't remember where he was last night, but I think it was Lancashire or somewhere. He was, it was Wrong Crowd, Sharon Wollstonecroft's Wrong Crowd down in Lancashire. And I reckon it was a fantastic night. And this, for him, was Tune of the Night. I've been playing this for a long time. I met the guy at SSW many, many years ago in Dumfries. His name is Darryl Fletcher. And this is Love Is My Secret Weapon. Good evening, Wendy Bullitt. Hi, Jerry Holland.
I keep on stepping.
Woo.
I tell them love is my secret weapon. They wonder how I keep on moving. I tell them love keeps me grooving. Sometimes I feel a little down.
All these muscles,
I've got that trouble on my left, trouble on my right eye. Seems there's no way out. Now everybody wants to know what on earth makes me go. But I've got something in my soul that won't let trouble take control.
future. Certainly with my good friend Darren Carroll. And love is my secret weapon. Next one up comes from Mr. Mark the Scaman Peachenbury. Must have been to church today, because he has selected the Johnson Family Gospel Singers, and this is called Imitations from a Scaman. Let's have a bit of gospel, Marky Mark. Everyone wash your hands. Yeah, the Johnson Family Gospel Singers. And it was called Imitations, sent in by Mark the Scaman Peachenbury. Unusual, but out of the box. I like your thinking, Mark. Next up, we come to tune of the show. Now, I don't know about you guys out there, but this guy has been sending in tracks for quite a while now, and I love most of the stuff he does. In fact, I'm going to do a CD of this guy's tracks because there's some fantastic out of the box tunes, and I think he's been one of the selectors that have really dug deep and found some brilliant tunes. He goes by the name of Dave Rimmer, and tonight Dave has sent in The Magnificence, and it's called There Can Be a Better Day. Listen to this tune of the show.
There can be a better way. Baby, I know, baby, if we can try it day after day.
Tune of the show.
It's the first time
Dave Rimmer.
together for 24 hours of
You're welcome, Dave.
Not according to the step that they believe in. For life is supposed to be that way. So we found things about each other that we just can't stand. But that's what makes a woman. It makes a man. Baby, I know, baby, there can be a better way. Baby, I know, baby, if we can try it day after day. I do believe that love each other because or we wouldn't have done what we done for me. Instead of acting like two grown adults, behaving like two spoiled kids. I became your husband, your heart. I promise to love you sure to do what you said. Baby, you've been acting, I must admit, darling, you got me running away from you. Baby, I know, there could be a better way. Baby, I know, if we can try it day after day. I do believe, baby, I do believe, darling, I do believe, baby, yes I do. I do believe, baby, I hope we can get it together and try and work our problems out. I'm kinda tired of coming home, hearing you scream and shout. We got so much going for each other, and if you wanna go home to your mother, please be careful of what you do, darling. 'Cause like I fell in love, I can fall out. Baby, I know there could be a better way, darling.
Oh yeah.
I know if we try it day after day. I do believe, baby, I do believe, darling, I do believe, baby, I do believe there could be a better way, darling.
Yeah, what a tune. Totally deserves tune of the show. The Magnificence, and There Can Be a Better Way. Sent in by the man himself, Mr. Dave Rimmer, and I'll send you out some goodies this week, Dave. As I said, I've got all your requests in my data bank, and I'll maybe dig them out. Maybe not this week, maybe next week, and I'll maybe do a Dave Rimmer out of the box CD. As just talking about CDs, guys, as you know, my good friend Rob Farr managed to do me some very professional covers with all the track listing and everything on the back, and the TB badges and everything, and on the front, nice covers. So I've got quite a few here. If anybody's wanting any CDs, just PM me. You know the score, guys. They're there if you want. If you've not got them, eventually once Rob's got me all the covers, I'll put a list up of all the CDs that are available, and you can PM me what your want list is. Right, next up, Mr. Colin Wignall has selected Duke Banks, and I just kept on dancing.
Suddenly you walked in with him, and it hurt so much I couldn't bear it. My heart started beating so loud and fast, I thought everybody could hear it. Oh, but I just
Evening, Steve Ledwell.
oh, yes, I
about 4 this week. Anybody know this guy?
My legs wouldn't go where I wanted them. My hands got cold and started shaking. I was fighting the tears that I felt in my eyes because my heart was a-breaking. But I just kept on dancing.
Nice one, Mark.
Yes, I just kept on dancing while the pain cut through me like a knife. And I watch you dance with them right out of my life, right out of my life. Kept on dancing, I just kept on dancing. Kept on dancing, I just kept on dancing. But I just kept on dancing. Yes, I just kept on dancing. While the pain cut through me like a knife. Yeah. And I watch you dance with him right out of my life. Right out of my life. I will watch you dance with him. Right out of my life. Baby, baby, baby. I watch you dance
Thank you,
with
Paul.
him. Right out of my life. Right out of my life.
I'll remind you later, Johnny. Yeah, Doug Banks and I Just Kept On Dancing, sent in by Colin Wignall. Next one up comes from our good friend Albert Wilkinson. It says that he recovered from his little bout last week. Hopefully all is well now with you, Albert. And Albert has selected Joe Hackaday and the Soul Bandits, and it's called Bump It. High-tech soul pounding.
Hey everybody, we're doing it. New York City, they're doing it. I got a brand new dance that I know you can do. Everybody's doing it. I know you can do it too.
How the walks, Albert? Always.
Just put your hands together and then you stop. You do a brand new thing.
Good take it, Welby.
Keep on doing it.
Hi, Richard White. Very good, mate.
Get down. Keep on doing it. Yeah. Take it around and around.
Hi, no problem, Paul.
I know you can do it.
What if I get it?
I can do it too. Come on and do it now. Get down. Hey. Keep on doing it. Yeah. Do it, baby. Yeah. Get down. Bump it. Do it, baby. Bump it. Bump it, baby.
and the Soul Bandits, and it's called Bump It, and it was sent in by our good friend Albert Wilkinson. Next up, our man over there in Spain, Mr. Mark Hudson, has selected 24 Karat Gold. And what does the future hold for this coronavirus?
Should we make plans, not knowing from day to day if we live tomorrow or die? What does the future really hold
Great being sober.
for you and I?
See what happens.
What do you of making plans? Yeah, when we're not sure the benefits will be a helping hand, a helping hand.
We're ready after the gig. No taste some football. That doesn't help me.
What does the future really hold for you and I? What do you of making plans? Yeah, when we're not sure the benefits will be a helping hand, a helping hand.
Really like this well. Yes, I do like some coming up there. Okay, Rick. Yeah, 24 Karat Gold. And what does the future hold? Sent in by Mark the Spaniard Hudson. And Mike Tinsel had just asked if I play any up-to-date or modern tunes or well-known tunes in the show. Well, we do. And if you've been tuned in for the past 3 years, you would find out that we do play well-known tunes in the show. But most of the tracks, which are all picked by the people that watch the show, are out-of-the-box tracks, because that's what makes the show. The show is combined by asking the people who watch the show to pick out-of-the-box tracks that they've not heard for a long time, or tracks that have been hidden away and nobody hears when they go out to venues. And that's what makes the show so good. So it's up to you, mate. If you want to stay and watch and listen, it's up to you. But we don't put it on anyone. This is just the way we do the show. Next up, Michael McDonald has been selected by the lovely Lorraine Allmark. And don't forget, guys, if you fancy a wee trip to Wales, North Wales, in Gwynedd, what's the name of it, Cricketh in North Wales on the 2nd of May. TB will be playing. My good friend Deke Penman will be my number one roadie for the day. So me and Deke are going. I think the Cors are going. I don't know who else is going, but there is cheap prices on Pam's Guest House. I think all the details are up on TeeBee's Sunday Soul page if you want to check that out. And for anybody that's down in the Wales area, get yourselves to cricket on the 2nd of May. It's the bank holiday weekend. Because TB, I'll be playing at, I think it's Town Hall or somewhere like that. I can't remember the name, but the poster's flying about on the TeeBee's Sunday Soul show page. And the lovely Lorraine, Allmark and Keith, who we'll be staying with that weekend, has selected Michael McDonald. Lorraine has. And his version of Nowhere to Run. Dake's also Keith's roadie. Got a double booking that day. You'll hear it at the end of the show, Mike.
You become a part of me. Everywhere I go, your face I see. Every step I take, you take with me. Nowhere to run, baby. Nowhere to hide. Got nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. I know you're no good for me.
Yeah, I do, Michael. It's all there, man. Play a lot of 60s songs. Don't forget that. Yeah, Michael McDonald's version of Nowhere to Run. Part of these in a Vandellas tunes, you know. And that was sent in by the lovely Lorraine Allmark. And guess what? The Allmarks are going back to back. Here's Keith's request. This is a fantastic Johnny C. And Boogaloo down Broadway. About 10:30, Fluff. The tune coming next, Mike Tisdall. Give me a recognition. Yeah, that Omax back to back, and that was Keith's request, which was the fantastic Johnny C and Boogaloo Down Broadway. Mr. Mike Tisdall asked if we play any well-known tunes in the show. Well, here's a well-known tune which was sent in by our good friend Scott Dara. The great sound of the Tempest. Someday we've had someday.
Yeah, someday, maybe, baby, somewhere, somehow, oh, someday, I know.
What's the final record?
Yes, someday.
Diamond Antennas in the house. Good evening, Diamond.
Somehow, oh, somehow,
Evening, Ross Bates.
I know that we will meet face to face.
I thought Diamond Antenna was Steve Perusa plant last week.
Someday,
I did. Which is back for another go. All the way from California.
you see that, ooh, give up. That's what my friends tell me to do.
Great night, Diamond.
Maybe, maybe somewhere, somehow, oh, sometime, I'm going to find you and make you mine, mine, oh mine, someday, someday.
The Tempest. A very well-known tune, and it's called Someday, and it was sent in by Scott Dara. Now, we started a little thing in this show by my good friend Corky Corr, who sent in a fantastic track by Tony Christie. And they then had the Keys, or Suzanne Key, picking a Tony Christie track the other week, which is starting to grow on people. And this week, we have another Tony Christie track. And this time it's been picked by Miss Annette Sherlock down in Blackpool. And it's called Working Overtime. Tony Christie. Sent in by Annette Sherlock. Started a Tony Christie craze.
Wasn't looking for a new tomorrow. Always thought that love would end in sorrow. There you were, just standing there. Felt just like a millionaire. Never was a one for chasing rainbows, but I had to come and let you know this love is real and how I feel. So why act like it's so appealing? This is how it's meant to be. Now I've got to make you believe. My heart's working all the time since I found you.
Tony Christie on these.
Working overtime since I found you.
Yeah, I quite like this. One of those growing tunes, Tony Christie and Working Overtime, sent in by Annette Sherlock. If it had a better production on it, I would have probably gave it tune of the show, but the production on the record itself is not very good. It's too high, but I'll see if I can find better copies as time goes on. But it's got the beat, as Corky said, and it's one of those tracks that could grow on you quite easily. Next up, Mr. Alec McBride has selected The Times. Good luck tomorrow, Alec. The love that you're looking for. Good evening, Joey Holdsworth. How are you doing? It's a person from Liverpool. David. Behave, Pete. We have a few in the show. Go ahead, Doggy. You're welcome, Alex. Don't tell them, Julie. The Times and The Love That You're Looking For, sent in by my good friend Alec McBride. Next up, next part of the show goes out to our good friend down there in Barnsley, Mr. Johnny Wood. And you know what's coming. Johnny has selected the Jelly Beans and You Don't Mean No Good. And this goes out to Jackie Williman for the Justice for Jackie campaign. Let's see your yellow love hearts, guys. Oh yeah.
I thought you were good in so many ways, but now I begin
and you don't mean no good. And the reason for the Yellow Half Hearts, Paul Quinn, is it's a campaign that we got involved in from the show of our lovely friends Johnny and Gilly Wood down in Barnsley. Johnny sadly lost his sister Jackie to 4 idiots who stole a lorry and killed Jackie in Barnsley a year ago. And what we're trying to do with the campaign is change a few things for the sentences for people who kill people through dangerous driving, and also the probation service that was handed out to the public sector. We would like that to go back into the government's hands so that people can be controlled who are out on licence and who are out in probation, because one of the persons who was in that lorry was out in probation for killing somebody as well before they killed Jackie. So that is the reason for the Yellow Love Hearts, and the J4J is the Justice for Jackie campaign, just to fill you in. For Diamond's request, the thing is I don't do live requests on the show because it's too awkward. What I do is on a Sunday afternoon, 12 noon, I put up a request post on my Facebook timeline page. And what you do there is you just put in the artist and title in the comments box below, and then I pick all the tunes from for the show. So I don't do live requests on the show, guys, just to let you know. Next up, the man over in Chicago. He's been very busy. He phoned me earlier on. He's working away in the house with Janet, and he has sent me Los Canarios. You all know it. Get on your knees.
Here we go now, baby.
Jethro's Trigger Tune. From Chicago. Good evening, James Lizzie Token. Janet and Jethro.
So here's a chance for you to
You're welcome, Bob.
cry and to feel the pain.
How you doing? Evening, James Lundy Thompson. Los Caneros and Get On Your Knees, Jethro's Trigger Tune for tonight. And we now come to a part of the show because it's 9 o'clock, it's entertainment time. I'm going to play some music. David Sanborn. This is Find a Hat for TB. And this week I have been lucky enough to be sent 2 hats. And it's quite awkward without Georgie. So I'm going to have to, excuse me, do this myself. And the first hat comes from Mrs. O. Can you see that? It's got a golf ball. I think it suits me. It's called TeeBee's golf hat. You like it? That was sent in by the lovely Mrs. O. And she went to a lot of painstaking carry-ons to get me this hat. Because she tried to get one from China, which was going to take about 3 months to come. So she had to find another one so she could get it here a bit quicker. So thanks for that, Mrs. O. TeeBee's golf hat. And your CD will be in the post this week with some stickers. Now the second hat was sent by a lovely lady called Julie Holdsworth. And Julie, as you all know guys, is down at the Tynemouth Weekender. She just come on there, so hopefully she's watching. And Julie sent me this. This is TeeBee's ska hat. What do you think? Looks good. I can wear this at Halloween. I'll fit in lovely. It's just a little bit tight. Not that I'm big-headed that it is. This is TeeBee's ska hat, sent in by the lovely Julie Holdsworth. So I'll wear the hats throughout the show. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to Jane Blundy Thompson's request, because she said she wasn't going to be in until 9 o'clock. So this was requested by Jane. It's Phil Fearon and the Galaxy, and it's called What Do I Do? Thank you for the hats, Julie. I'll send you your CD. Keep sending the hats for TB. Find a hat for TB. Send me a hat and you get a free CD. Any hat. Julie paid by check. She left the price tag on it. Let's choose Julie.
What do I do if I want to get through to you?
No matter how I try, you always keep me waiting.
What do I do if I want to get through to you?
No matter how I try, you always keep me waiting. Remember me, I'm the one you danced with. Remember how we danced so tight I could not let you go. I know it's been a long time, but I'm calling 'cause I've got to be with you.
Keep it making yourself.
I'll be alone.
I'm not telling you, yeah.
Don't you let me know.
I don't embarrass you.
I never told you
Two-tone
that I
hat.
love you.
My ska hat from Gallery.
Take for granted you would feel the same. Now I can't take the waiting
Blends in with my
any
poster.
longer. I just got to let you know.
Keep me waiting. Don't you
Yes, I've got to let you know.
Don't you let me know.
So tell me,
What do I do if I want to get through to you?
no matter how I try, you always keep me waiting.
What do I do if I want to get through to you?
No matter how I try, you always keep me waiting.
Keep sending your hats, guys. Loving the hats.
I let you come to your conclusion, but now you're gonna take a little longer to reply. Even though you know just what you say, I guess that's just the way girls play. Yeah, that's just the way you play. So tell me, what do I do if I wanna get through to you? No matter how I try, you always keep me just waiting. Oh, I would not be sitting here alone all night long. No matter how I try, you always keep me waiting. No matter how I try, you always keep me waiting.
Never brought that.
I'll try. I'm always waiting for you. No matter how I try, oh, why do I just keep on sitting here?
Yeah, the sound of Phil Fearon and Galaxy. And what do I do if I want to get through to you? Sent in by the lovely Jane Blundy Thompson. And as you all know, Jane's got a big birthday coming up, and we're all having a party for Jane's birthday party down in Hinckley. And if you would like to go to Hinckley, the Viking Club in Hinckley, for Jane's birthday party, you have to send Jane a PM and ask her for an invite. And Jane will send you out the invites. If you watch TeeBee's Sunday Soul Show or you're in the G&T 100 Club, then Jane will send you out an invite if you would like to come to Hinckley. And it's on the 25th of April. That's another wee gig that TeeBee will be doing with my good friend Mark Peachenbury and my other good friend, the Keys. Keith Key will be also DJing on the night. So another good night to look forward to. Next up, Mr. Smooth. And he's a wee bit late tonight, Mr. Smooth has selected the one and only Stevie Wonder. His version of I Hear a Symphony.
You've given me a true love,
Yeah, I'll give it to Alfie.
and every day I thank you, love,
Too big for him.
for a feeling that's so new, so inviting, so exciting. Whenever you're near, I hear a symphony, a tender melody, pulling me
Any help?
closer to your arms. Then suddenly,
A little bit of help.
all your lips are touching mine, a feeling so divine, till I leave the past behind. I'm lost in a world made for you and me, ooh baby.
No problem, Mark. Do it tomorrow, mate.
Whenever you're near, I hear a symphony, played sweet and tenderly. Every time your lips meet mine, now baby, 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 I feel a joy within. Don't let this feeling in. Let it go on and on, on and on. Now, baby, baby, those tears that fill my eyes,
Take your head off,
I
yeah.
cry not for
Hold on,
myself,
sounds good.
but for those who
You're welcome, brother.
never felt the joy we felt, baby, baby. I hear a symphony each time you speak to me. I hear a tender rhapsody of love, now, baby, baby. As you stand up holding me,
That's a lovely message,
how much you care. A thousand violins fill the air, baby, baby. Don't let this moment
ABT's on the lemonade.
standing close.
Yeah, great track. Stevie Wonder and I Hear a Symphony, sent in by Robert Furness. Next up, Mrs. O's Mr. O, Sean O'Hooligan Callaghan, has sent in Loretta Williams and Baby Cakes.
All the misery that I had, who'll ever know I can get it? Tired of running and then ooh, baby, let me come back home. Open day, let you take me back someday. Ooh, baby cake, ooh, baby cake.
one. Only one. Loretta Williams and Baby Cake sent in by Sean O'Callaghan. Next up, Mr. Ian Jenkins has selected Little Ann, Lynn Lanky Daddy. So stop it up.
Talking daddy, you're really out of sight. Cool down smooth with me, daddy. You make me feel alright. Double O soul, yeah. Michael's a real cool lover. Got to feel good.
Wait, I
And
didn't see that.
all the others, they don't compare, no.
Must be the grass.
They don't
Get the high.
Agent Double O Soul, baby. Michael's a real cool lover.
Evening, folks.
And all the others, they don't compare, no. They don't come near, no, 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 to my lonely Lanky daddy. I just wanna tell all you girls about my man.
Double O Soul, baby.
'Cause he's a smooth operator, yeah, and he's a mind regulator. Oh, daddy.
Cheers, Jethro. Yeah, Little Ann and Lean Lanky Daddy sent in by Ian Jenkins. Another great out-of-the-box tune. And here's another one. From the lovely little lady up there in Fife, Miss Maisie Moo has selected Charlie Romans, 24-hour service.
24 hours service, 24 hours a day, 24 hours to sell and call, and 24 hours to play. Any which way you want,
David Paul Burridge, Roger Shilling,
you say,
barely in the morning over there.
any which way you like it, baby. 24 hours a day, 24 hours a day. Anytime you feel lonely, anytime you feel blue, anytime you need comfort, baby, just call on a you know who, and
a day. 24-hour service by Charlie Romans, which was sent in by the lovely Maisie Mew up there in Dunfermline in Fife. Next up, we have one from Mr. Phil's story, and Phil has sent in The Medallions, and it's called Lolo Baby, from 1957, so it's in mono.
Lolo, baby, why did you leave me alone? Lolo, baby, why did you leave me alone? My heart's been breaking, honey, ever since you've been gone. When I wake up in the morning, my heart's been a witness there. I go to work in the morning, my mind broken down again.
It's a well good, Johnny.
Come home in the evening, hoping that you'll be there.
That's what you're Susie. 24-hour service. That's Maisie telling you that. I gotta love the mono. 1957. Who doesn't play in the 60s? Play 50s.
Give you all my money, did my best to treat you right. I gave up all my women, I came home every night. Come back to me, baby, why don't you treat me right? No, baby, why don't you come back home? No, baby, why don't you come back home? My heart's been breaking, honey, ever since you've been gone. No, baby, no, baby,
Yeah, The Medallions. Brilliant. Sent in by Phil Story from 1957, and it's called Lolo Baby. That's what this show's all about. Out of the box. Class tune, Phil. Thanks for that, mate. Next up, Johnny was asking about the do in cricket. It's the RNLI's charity disco in cricket, where we'll be playing Motown, Northern Soul and Disco with the man himself, myself, TAM Brown, and my good mate, Keith Allmark. So it's the 2nd of May, it starts at 7:30, it's in Cricket in North Wales, and if you're coming and you need to stay over, you have to get in touch with Keith, and he'll give you details of Pam's Guest House, which is just across the road from the venue, and I'll see everybody there. Me and Dick will be there. Fluff's thinking of going, Mrs. O's thinking of going, Robert Furness is thinking of going, so let's have it another TeeBee's Soul Family Night in cricket. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be brilliant. Right, next up, Mr. Peter Harley himself managed to sneak in a request this week after all his wallpapering carry-ons last week. He has sent in The Glories.
I love you, babe.
I hope he's not talking to me. Give me my freedom.
You keep me hanging like a branch upon a tree. What good
Welcome,
is
Johnny.
loving if it brings me misery? Oh, give me my
Welcome,
freedom. Give me my freedom. I'll make me yours tonight.
Yvette will be in Alicante.
Mercy,
Unlucky Yvette.
have mercy, baby.
You're better at cricket.
Give me my freedom. Oh, baby, treat me right. Treat me right. Sitting home neglected. Feeling so rejected. Knowing that you whip somebody. Walking in confusion. Living on illusion. You keep me hanging like a branch.
Johnny Preston, Snowball. You know the score.
What good is loving if it brings me misery?
Hi, Margaret.
Give me my freedom. Give me my freedom. So I can break the chain. Help me. Release me, baby. Give me my freedom. You only cause me pain. Cause me pain. I know that staying here will do more harm than good.
Yeah, the Glories and Give Me My Freedom, sent in by Peter Harley. Next up, Mr. Rob Farr, great guy. If you need any work done, because he's now freelance, graphic design, websites, things like that, Rob's your man. So this is what we do in this show. We have a soul family here that everybody supports everybody else, especially when people are, you know, Rob's going through a hard time now, so it's nice to support people like we did with Susie Kay and Susie's Arts and Crafts. And if everybody just supports everybody else, if they need anything, then we can all muck in together, or we know people to go to and we can help each other. I think Rob helped Susie, and Susie's doing the invites for Jane and things like that. So I like that idea that everybody's just helping everybody else out. So if you're needing anything, or you need any advice, don't be afraid to ask. A lot of good people in this group, and there's a lot of very clever people as well, not including myself. I may add. Next up, this is Mr. Rob Farr's request. It's Larry Clinton. She's wanted in 3 states, you know. Less than Peter Harley. He doesn't do websites. He's a graphic designer. He does a lot of good work. Johnny's a postman. Go ahead and deliver. Johnny's deliver.
Good things in good order. There's not a good thing she don't have. One look and you'll see why. I've got to bring her in alive. Yes, she's wanted in the States, and her crime is heartbreak. Yes, she's wanted in the States, and her crime is heartbreak.
Survivor.
When they see her, weak men grow 10 feet tall.
Still can gyros, but
And they
not
are
universal credit.
She cried the way she treats them all. One look and you'll see why. I've got to bring her
Welcome
in
to
alive. Yes, she's wanted in these states, and her crime is heartbreak. Yes, she's wanted in these states, and her crime is heartbreak. Oh.
Albert's insecurity. We need security. His license out, man. 007 or Albert. Peter Harley does decorate. Larry Clinton, and She's Wanted, sent in by our good friend Mr. Rob Farr. Next up, the one and only #1 roadie, Mr. Dick Penman, has selected The Exciters. I'm reaching for the very best. Give it up for Rob. Can rescue you in an RNLI boat. If you get smoked it to see. It's an extended mix case. I picked up somewhere. Better production than the original. Where's my gyro, Johnny? They offered me that fiver, Peter, down at Cinnamon Brown. I refused it. Worth more of that. Woo! And reaching for the best, sent in by our good friend, the impersonator, Mr. Deep Penman. Mrs. Oz gave the game away. Next up, one from Mr. Johnson Mills down there in Newcastle. Another classic, Mr. Al Williams. And I am nothing without all of you.
Look at me, king of love.
Point of view, Keith.
A man could ever want. But without you by my side, love that I've got, I'm nothing at all. Look at me.
Welcome, Johnny. Take it on, Rusty.
Just one question for me in yours.
in I Am Nothing sent in by Johnson Mills. Next up, Mr. Stevie Ledbetter, great guy. I met a few times down in Warrington. I sent in the lovely Kim Weston. And takes her time singing. I got a wee cat. Well, what's it? And I Got a Wee Cat, sent in by Stevie Ledbetter. Next up, Mr. Man himself, Mr. Keith Key, up here in Dunfermline, has sent in Billy's Soul. Time. Another out of the box shoot.
Waits on the one, so put on your sleeves and get on the move.
Baldy.
There's no time.
Come on, Linda. That's a bit harsh.
Only those who roll it. Don't wait and let it get you.
Another great out of the box tune from our good friend Keith Kay, who will also be playing at Jane Thompson's birthday party. So between him and Mark, within the next few weeks, guys, let's get your playlist together and I'll get them all sorted out for Hinckley. Next up, Mr. Barry Clarkson. Mr. Barry Clarkson. Sending another big favourite, Charades, Key to My Happiness. And Key to My Happiness, sent in by Barry Clarkson. Next up, Rudy Lipinskis has sent in Leslie Uggams, Love is a Good Foundation.
Love is a good foundation that gets together a good vibration. Will be the start of a new generation, yeah. Love is a good foundation. It's coming on like a new sensation, kind of thing that can shake a nation, yeah. If you want it, then let it move you. If it's moving, then let it happen. Gotta get it. That's a going on.
I know, Jim.
Yeah. Love is a good foundation. Gonna send you an invitation. This kind of love is an education, yeah. Love is a good foundation. It's getting down to the real creation. Take your heart on a long vacation, yeah. If you're right, then it's coming your way. Gotta get you some loving today. Gotta let me hear you shout.
Eagles and Love Is a Good Vibe Foundation, not vibration, which was sent in by Trudy Lopinsius. Next up, I don't think he's been on the show. I've seen something earlier that he was somewhere at some holiday park, but our good friend Elwyn Jones has selected Ben Aitken and it's called Satisfied.
Lord, I'm feeling good now. Everything is alright. That's how you do. Get to me, baby. Oh yes. Ooh, yeah. Satisfied. Ooh, satisfied. As long as I know you love me, so satisfied. Baby. Ooh, satisfied. Baby, you've been so good to me. Everything a precious love should be. There's sweet contentment in your love so true. Hold my hand and it shakes me. Come on to your world, sweet love, take me. Take me. I'll do heaven and earth. Yes, I will for you. Don't you know, baby, how I'm satisfied? Oh yeah, satisfied. As long as I know you love me, so satisfied. Baby, satisfied. Satisfied. Baby, you're so good to have around. Satisfied. You're the soul sister that I found. You add that special something to my day. Hey. Take me in your arms and it moves me. Come on and one kiss from your lips soothe me, soothe me. If you ever need me, I'll come running all the way. You know I will. Oh baby, I'm satisfied. Lord, yeah, satisfied. Ooh, as long as I know you love me, I'm so satisfied. Baby, satisfied. You make me feel good, mama. I am feeling bad.
Oh yeah.
Am I eating right? Eating down. Satisfied. You make me glad. Oh, feel alright.
Ben Aitken and Satisfied, sent in by Elwyn Jones. Right, this next record comes from a good friend, Paul Raymond Smith. And Paul is another person within the soul family that's going through a hard time at the moment. And he's going to send me a story in and a tune in, and I'll let you all know what's happening with Paul. But he's a great selector of fantastic instrumentals. And this instrumental he picked, I'm sure I put it on one of the Jethro Trilogy CDs. It's by the Triumphs and it's called Walking the Duck from 1966. You'll remember this tune. Brilliant tune.
Yeah.
Triumphs and Walking the Duck from 1966, sent in by our good friend Paul Raymond Smith. Next up, another cracker from one and only Corky Cott, and sent in King Curtis' version of Green Onions. Love it, Corky, out of the box. Love it, son. Oh yeah. You're welcome, Corky. No carrying no shoulder. Oh shit. Maybe away in the caravan. I don't know. Love this, actually. Smell it. Ken Curtis version of Booker T and MG's Green Onions, sent in by the one and only Corky Cott. Next up, she's been waiting all night. She's been washing her hands thoroughly all week, and she always picks a tune every week that is very familiar with what's going on in the world. And this week, Mrs. O, the lovely Mrs. O, has come up with Ray Barretto's Hard Hands. Keep washing those hands. They'll get hard. Stomp up from Mrs. O. One more request. Time and stopping on air. Hey there, Bongos, Joe. That was Hard Hands by Ray Barretto. And it was sent in by Mrs. O. Because it's the topic of the moment, with everybody buying loo rolls and sanitizer. And I see that TeeBee's put up their sanitising fluids by 30% or something like that. It's unbelievable what people are doing, buying toilet rolls. Don't know why. It's not going to save them from the coronavirus. Anyway, it's been a great night, some great stomping tunes. This is the last request of the evening, and it's from my good pal down there in Newcastle, Mr. Keith Ryder. It's Robert Knight's Brandy. It's a stomper.
I'm lost down the river of no return.
Now you're miles an
And
hour.
I'm walking on the ashes of my world that's burned. And there can't be no other love for me. She's gone. She left me stranded on an island all alone. And I've been branded by my baby's love. I've been branded by my baby's love. She left her mark on me, a sign of hurt and pain. Now all the world can see is who you're crying in the rain. I'm chained to a dungeon of darkness. There's no hiding place, 'cause I'm a prisoner of loneliness. Well, there
Randy.
can't be no other love for me. She won't set me free. And I'm standing
Alright, Matt.
on
Take care,
my
Matt.
own for all the world to see. 'Cause I've been branded by my baby's love. I've been branded by my
No chance of
baby's
president.
love. She left her mark on me, a sign of hurt and pain. Now
welcome,
all the
Keith.
world can see is who you're crying in the rain. In desperation, I call your name, and every beat of time seems to shut my brain. I hide out like a fugitive from the world outside.
Right, Rob.
I cry out through my tears, there's no way to hide, 'cause I've been branded by my baby's love. I've been branded
He's
by
63
my
out.
baby's love. I've been branded by
Happy
my
Boxman.
baby's love. I've been branded.
Robert Knight's Brandy, sent in by Keith Ryder. Right, that's all the requests. And what time is it? 2 minutes to 10. Timing's good today, Tommy. I'm not going to do any Fergie time. I'll tell you what I will tell you though. I've done some great CDs in the last couple of days. I done a house mix last night that I really enjoyed. I picked out about 15 new tunes that are just some of them are not out yet, and some of them are just out in the last week or so. And I put them all into a mix last night, and you can find that on my page or on my Mixcloud page. So if you want some nice Fergie time, just go to my Mixcloud, put on TAM's, what did I call it? Bringing Down the House mix. You'll love it. I also done a mix, my good friend Lee Gorbett's edits. That's kind of disco stuff, if you like that. So as I say, guys, the CDs are there. If you're wanting CDs, PM me and what you're wanting, and I'll get them out to you. Thanks again for all your time, as I say every week. It's been emotional. It's been another great show, and hopefully we don't get any copyright issues tomorrow. It's been quite good lately, so hopefully my good friends at YouTube are going to play ball, and George will be back next week. We've got a lot of gigs. The gigs are all starting. I've got a free month in March, thank God, and then in April it all goes bananas, and it goes right through until October. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities to meet you all again this year, and if you can find the time to come to any of the venues, it'd be absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to leave you this tonight with the Funk Brothers version of what's going on, with Shaka Khan on vocals. I've not played it for a while. So good night everybody, and thank you for listening. It gives me a row for the Fergie time when you got night shift. It's a loving thing. Good night, Steve Linder. Good night, Johnny and Jellywood. Good night, Karen Carroll from Leicestershire. Down in England. Might see you, Karen. Thank you, Paul. Get your requests in early, Paul. 12 o'clock Sunday. I'll remember the lights here. Good night, Mark Doherty. See you at Solutions. If not before it. Good night, Paul. Remember the PM Jane, when you want to come to Jane's birthday party. Thank you, Dave Rimmer. Good back. Thank you, Goody. Cheers, man. Good night, Ray. Good night, Annette. Everyone wants those handy bags. Thank you, Paul. With Shaka Khan, with Marvin Gaye's version of Marvin Gaye's song What's Going On, to finish the show tonight, guys. Once again, thanks for all your time and watching the show. Thanks for all your input on the show, sending your requests, different class. And as you all know, I'll be back here next week, same time, 7 o'clock, through till 10. Georgie will be here, and she might let me do a bit of Fergie time. It's getting strange, that woman. But thanks, guys, and I'll see you next week.